Alright guys, so the other day I picked up one of the best multiplayer games I have ever played in my life, and that is Titanfall 2. Now, I never got the chance to play it when this game came out. I was a huge Call of Duty fan back then, and I was basically playing nothing but COD. So when Titanfall 2 came out, it didn't really pique my interest, but now that I'm an Apex Legends channel man, I have to play Titanfall 2. And this game is beautiful. Everything about this game, from the mechanics to the movement to the weapons, it is all so much fun to use and very similar to what we see in Apex Legends. Now, as most of you guys probably know, Titanfall 2 happened about 30 years before the Apex games took place. If you guys didn't know that, they're both from kind of like the same universe. So there are many similarities in both games, including the weapons. Many abilities from Apex Legends are just kind of like variants of abilities in Titanfall 2. So there's many similarities to these games, but I want to talk about some things that Apex Legends could benefit from if they were added from Titanfall 2. I just quickly want to apologize to you guys for not uploading in the past couple of days. I really wanted to make some videos, but I woke up like 2 days ago with the literally worst neck pain in my entire life, and right now I'm on painkillers. I'm also on muscle relaxers to try to help with that. So if I sound weird or kind of mess anything up in today's video, it's because I'm on this medicine and it's working. It's definitely working. So hopefully that doesn't, cause any issues in this video. Now, the first thing that I would love Apex to add from Titanfall 2 is the car SMG. The best way I can describe this SMG is that it does a little bit more damage than the R99, but has kind of a slower fire rate. The description of this gun is actually kind of a combination of the R97 and the R201. So if you think of the R301 and the R99 combined to make some weird kind of baby, it would basically be the car SMG. Now, I would love for this gun to be added into Apex Legends. It's a very fun submachine gun to use, and it feels super clean when you kill someone with it in Titanfall 2. Now, this gun is already kind of in the game files of Apex Legends, so there is a chance that it might come out as a future gun. Now, despite it being in the game files, I don't think that we're actually going to get this gun anytime soon, because as you guys know, the Volt SMG was just added. We also have a ton of other weapons that have been teased, such as that lever action rifle that was in the dev stream just a couple weeks ago. So there are a ton of different weapons that could be coming to the future of the game. The car would be an amazing addition to Apex, but I don't think it's going to be coming anytime soon. Now, another weapon that many people have been saying would be cool to add into Apex would be the EPG Launcher, which I am kind of concerned about. If you guys don't know what this gun is, it's kind of like an energy grenade launcher. You shoot out this one giant plasma ball, and if you make direct hit with an enemy, it'll basically one-shot them. So it's a pretty fun weapon to use, but the only problem is I can't see, a one-shot weapon ever being added into Apex Legends. But the problem is that the EPG is actually in the game files of Apex. There's also a guy on YouTube named DC Flame who actually found out that if you went back to Season 5's Battle Pass and looked at the animation for the level 110 Battle Pass item, there is a very rare clip that might play that shows someone possibly holding an EPG. I was playing this a few times, and it sort of looks like an EPG, but it also could be a Spitfire or just something completely different. So it is in the game files. I'm not sure if this is actually like a teaser for this gun that happened in Season 5, but I kind of hope this weapon isn't going to come into Apex. It would be way too overpowered in my opinion just to one-shot someone, but if it does, it would 100% definitely have to be a care package weapon. And no, we cannot craft the EPG. That would not be fair. Now, moving on to my third point is wall running. Now, this is one of my favorite mechanics in Titanfall 2. Wall running in this game feels so good, and it's so much fun to be able to just easily get around the map and doing it in a super cool way. But I don't want Apex to completely copy wall running. I don't think every single legend in the game should just randomly, have the ability to run on walls. That just doesn't make sense for what Apex Legends is, but I would love to see some parts of the map have the ability to wall run. So maybe instead of a grapple, you can have gravity lifts with a wall next to it, and that's where you'd be able to wall run instead of using that grapple. Now, we actually know that gravity lifts are in the game files for kind of like an event at the end of Season 6. I still don't know what these gravity lifts are going to be used for, but it would be awesome if there would be parts of the map where you could actually wall run and make some really cool plays, because if you guys have never tried Titanfall 2's wall running, it is so fun to do, and I would love everyone to be able to experience that in Apex Legends. Another great aspect of Titanfall is how they utilize PvE in their multiplayer. Now in Apex Legends, we have a few aspects of PvE. We have the Prowlers at Bloodhound's Trial, and we also have the Flyers that I guess kind of fly around King's Canyon. They don't attack you back, but they are, computer players. In Titanfall 2 though, it is completely different. You go against 6 real players, and then everyone else is either grunts, there are Reapers, Spectres, Explosive Ticks, and Stalkers that will sometimes help fight for your team or the enemy team. So there's a lot of really cool PvE interactions that happens every single game, and I would love for some of that to be brought over to Apex Legends. I think if Apex Legends had more of this PvE aspect to the game, it would eliminate a lot of the downtime that we experience in this game. Like sometimes you're literally just running around the map trying to find people, and your gun is just not being used for the longest time. I think that's what they were trying to do with Bloodhound's Trials, is add kind of like a new aspect to the game where you're not actually fighting real players, but you're going up against CPUs just to get better loot. That aspect would work really well with maybe the Stalkers or the Spectres if those were to guard like the highest tier loot areas in the map. I was also shocked when I first hopped on Titanfall 2 when I realized how many different game modes that they actually had available. Like it was crazy compared to Apex Legends where all we have is trios, duos, and ranked play. We get some limited time modes here and there, but the amount of, different ways to play Titanfall 2 that there actually were was just mind-boggling to me. So in my opinion, I would really love to see Apex maybe add some kind of deathmatch style game mode, or maybe kind of like a 1v1 type game mode, kind of like what the Coliseum was in Titanfall 2. That would add a lot of different ways to play, because there are so many different times where I'm just not feeling trios, I'm not feeling duos, and I also don't want to go up against, sweaty ranked players. So I'm kind of lost at what to do at that point. And I would love to see maybe a deathmatch style game mode where you're playing on maybe like Octane's Gauntlet or old Skulltown, which would be amazing, and you just have a set loadout and you're running around with whatever legend you pick, just killing people. It'd be a really fun way to kind of relax and just take a break from all of the tryhards in the Battle Royale game mode. And finally, the last thing that I think that Apex would benefit taking from Titanfall 2 are gravity stars, or any just kind of like new grenade that could be added, because we've had the arc stars, the incendiary grenade, and just the regular frag grenade since Apex has come out. I know the grenade meta used to be like super OP, but I would love to see a new kind of equipment to be used, kind of like the gravity stars from Titanfall 2. If you guys didn't know what these did, they were basically stars that you would throw. It would kind of open this little black hole, pull enemies in, and then explode afterwards. So it's a super cool and unique thing to be added into a multiplayer game, and I think it would work really well in Apex Legends, especially when you're going against people inside. Like I can just imagine running like a Mastiff and these gravity stars going against like 2 teams fighting indoors. That would just be super good. But anyways, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this video. I know a ton of you out there have already played Titanfall 2 and most likely have a ton more hours put into it than I do, so there are a lot more experienced players who probably know more about what they're talking about. But let me know if you guys agree with this list, or if there's anything that you would change or add or remove. Also, let me know down in the comments below if you guys do want me to continue posting more Titanfall. I definitely am considering just doing a playthrough of the campaign, because the campaign has so much lore in it that connects to Apex Legends, and I really need to play that. So many other YouTubers have already done it, so I definitely think I need to hop on that trend. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of today's video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day. Peace out.